What is up, guys? My name is Chris, and today I'm gonna be showing something that I've been working on as a small little side project. It's a task list, and basically what it does is just you type in what you want to have on your task list, and it get added to a list. And after that, you can choose rather if you have done the task by checking it, or you can rather choose by deleting a task. Uh, and I've been doing a lot of configuration and different things on it, but here is where it start looks up, how it looks like at least. And so far, probably wondering why the buttons are orange and all that is because I just want to try to make some theme style. Now, pay attention, I do use right now the TK and not the TTK or the CT interfaces. So I'm using this old thing, but I've been plugging in a little bit on the config, so adding in Chris for example wise and legend. We can also hit enter key and that would also add it. And then we type in user. And if I want to check this one, then I can say done. I have done this and it will add a little check mark showing that I have done that on the list. I can choose delete and it will remove it. I have worked so I can save the configuration into a file. So once I delete all these ones, I can then hit load and it will load up the same thing that I typed in before. Though I've been running into a problem when it comes to the whole thing that if I am deleting it and all that and then load it in again, it still works. But if I try to add something uh, and then hit save and then let's delete everything and load, it will create spaces and that's not what I want. But that's a bug and I will look into that. Also, I did bind the del key so you can easily just mark and delete things. I am going to add in, however, that you can select multiple rows and delete the whole chunk or separate pieces of the chunk as well. So put a version on it. I have this little button showing like information about my email and Discord. For example, if you find bugs and anything like that or question about it, then hit me up and here's the email. And that's not the Discord, but yes, a little pop-up window. So I added in the menu bar that is task done and task delete. In case you don't want to do anything on your keyboard, you can just do it from here after typing and just add it in, select it, say task is done, and I want to delete you, so I delete you. It's working both way. And then we have exit, and obviously that just closes the whole program. But running it back open now. On option, I've been doing a little bit experiment when it comes to theming the whole thing as well, because I thought it was looking a little bit boring as it was. So I came up with the light mode, which you currently are seeing. It's standard set to that. And then we have the dark mode, which is adding this nice black pearlic color and some nice blue button. And you can switch from light and dark just by a click. Now I know there's easier way to have it like a button to be available to switch it over and all, but I use this method right now as I have. So yeah, uh, the code itself, I've been working with it for a couple of days. Most of what is running on for the most of it is just functions, to be honest. It's just function to be going back and forward, collecting stuff, adding in stuff, and then deleting stuff. The main file for everything is on to list, and this is what I'm talking about. When I'm saving stuff, it creates spaces, which is not supposed to be there after I've been using it. So now if I were to load it up again and I hit load, it will all come back as it should. And I hit delete and I hit save and yeah, creates the spaces again. But that's an issue that I get to focus on the future. Now this is just a fun project that I'm doing for myself. Eventually I'm trying to take this task list, for example, wires, and then create it into something else and not just this window that we are seeing. This is just like the face overlay of everything. But what I want to be available to do further in the development of this is that I'm going to be available to have all the tasks and I can drag them out of my screen and I can have them organized on the side or anything like that. I mean, it's got to be very how to say, visual and movable of the task. I can move little notes here and there and be like, okay, I've done this, and eventually I'm gonna be available to add like notes to that as well after just creating a new one. Now, task list is probably not what I'm going to use for the whole system, but it is just for visual right now, so I have a point of view and see how things are working and that I'm doing something right. And if I am to get an error, I have something I can backtrack to. So it's all just for learning and visual right now. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing. If, anyway, if there's any question whatsoever, feel free to ask in the comment below. And yeah, pretty much everything. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one.